Hello, it is me, Sane Moon. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for tuning into this video. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, or wonderful evening, or wonderful night, wherever you all may be. And, so I just wanted to, I don't know what I'm going to name this YouTube video, but I wanted to read some of my older poems and just talk a little bit with people that follow me or people that are interested in this video. You know, I don't really there was a time where I would show people what I looked like, and I would, I was a little bit more, I don't know, I guess you could say a little more adventurous. But this time around, with this newer YouTube channel and my other social medias of Sane Moon, I kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want to show people what I look like. When I used to do that, the reactions that I'd get from people were not so. They it wasn't something that I liked. It. If you're constantly putting up content and you get really famous, you come to a place where people are pointing at you at stores, and it makes it hard to live your life. So that's kind of why I don't like to show my face on the internet anymore. So yeah. Here's a little poem. I don't have a name for it, but it's a poem that I put on a YouTube post some time ago, and I also put it on Substack, on my Sane Moon Substack account or profile. Here it goes. Letting you know more about what it's worth while I think about the Wendy's of understandings. But just to be truthful, I still find more to ponder about. Thinking of how the words usually seem like they're enough, but yet, even with that being written, a lot of us usually want more to learn. Like joy from what we find, but yet we still want more. So that's one of them. I hope you all liked it. I'm going to do another one. Here it goes. Words with a voice like singing in the shower, and we can never be too sure what one will get from it. All while understanding that perhaps one's dreams may get one what one wants, but no one will ever truly know if it's enjoyable. Hopefully, you live joyously with your unique remembrances, and only you know if it was worth the wait. Here goes another one. As seeing to the way where others probably thought that the goodnesses were only meant to entertain, I have to admit that perhaps finding what at the time wasn't seemingly sought seems to me like the answers are good feeling opinions at best. Even if everyone tries their best to not be foolish, it feels like everyone knows, but the truth seems far. Here is another one. Thinking about destiny's purposes, and the feeling seems like a pleasant one, whether anyone understands why or not. Perhaps the imagination isn't all that there is when one thinks back to happy times. No more love opinions when in search for more real situations. And destiny's purposes hold massive value whether I know why or not. So yeah, those are some poems. I have quite a bit more of them. Let me see. Yeah, I have quite a bit more of them, pages and pages of them. So yeah, I don't know how some of you all hold on. I don't know how some of you all content creators do it with showing your face on the internet. To me, I mean, there's a lot of people that like to do that, but like I say, it gets to a point, if you're successful enough at making content on the internet, it gets to a point where people notice you when you're out in public, and it can get a little bit scary if you run into people that don't necessarily like your content. So by all means, if anybody seeing this is a person like that likes to show your face on the internet, you're free to do so. Of course, it's a free country, but the thing is that I just don't like to do it. I don't like showing my face on the internet, and I probably never will. Maybe someday, but probably not. I just, you know, I just I like creating content, but I don't like the fame and all that. It's just not something that I'm into. I don't like people pointing me out at stores and saying, "Oh, it's that YouTube guy, or it's that Substack guy, or it's that Instagram guy." I don't like none of that. So, if you like it, more power to you, but that's just not for me. So, with that, thank you all for tuning in. I love you all. Have a very good day, or very good evening, or very good night. Goodbye.